Hey everybody, David here, and today I want to talk about a trailer that dropped yesterday, a specific thing that was in the trailer. The trailer was great. It was for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Yes, we got our second glimpse of this movie, and it's looking more and more interesting with everything that they're showing us. But there's one thing in particular I really want to talk about, and it's we heard a certain voice in this trailer. If you were listening carefully, there we hear the voice of Patrick Stewart, even showing us the back of his head, which is alluding that Professor Xavier is going to be in the Multiverse of Madness. Now, there was a rumored cast list going around of cameos that are going to be in this film. And if you thought Spider Man No Way Home was crazy and bonkers with all the Spider Man characters, and this is going to top that because already Patrick Stewart was on that list I saw. And I'm curious on any other characters that will be popping up that was on that list. Now, I'm not going to say who else was on that list, just in case more turn out to be right. And a lot of people want to be kept secret. But obviously, they want you to know that Patrick Stewart is in this movie. And as soon as his voice was heard, I got the chills, man. It was, I'm even more pumped up for this movie than I already was just reading those lists because now it's making it legit. Now it's saying these characters are most likely going to pop up in this film. And Patrick Stewart being in this trailer, hearing him, you don't see his face, but they show the back of his head a little bit. So you know it's going to be him. And a lot of people are already speculating that this might lead into the Illuminati, which is part of the comics, where the smartest Marvel characters get together. Now, some of those characters are Namor and I forgot what his name is, Blackheart or Black Bolt from the Inhumans. Now we know Black Bolt. There was an Inhumans show that was terrible, and unfortunately, who knows though? Maybe they could bring back that guy. Maybe they can get another actor. Namor, we know, is going to pop up in the Black Panther series. Maybe they don't use those two characters at all because there's no other variants. And I have a feeling they want to use variants from previous Marvel movies. Professor Xavier, obviously going to be one. Now, this might be a little bit. I'll spoil these two that were on the list, but that doesn't mean they'll be true, but it could be. So, two of the other actors, there's plenty more to say from you guys, is Iron Man and Mr. Fantastic. While Ian Guff, who played, I think that's how you pronounce his name, Ian Grufford or something like that, he played Mr. Fantastic in the 2005 Fantastic Four film. He is one of the rumored actors and characters to be returning for this movie, as well as Tom Cruise as Iron Man. Now, some of you will probably be wondering, well, wait a minute. Tom Cruise, he never played Iron Man. Yes, but if you are very knowledgeable in movie news, you know that Tom Cruise was actually supposed to play Iron Man back before the MCU was even a thing. That's right. When Fox was doing a movie about Iron Man, they were trying to come up with ideas and working ideas to make a movie. It didn't happen, and Marvel got the rights back. But Tom Cruise was the one attached to who was supposed to play Iron Man. Even though for him, he didn't want to put on the mask. He wanted to like have his face shown most of the time. And I get it. But maybe now Tom Cruise is like, okay, for a little guest spot or supporting spot or cameo, whatever, I'll do it. So if the rumors turn out to be true, Tom Cruise might be playing a variant of Iron Man in this movie and be part of the council. Some people also suggest maybe Captain Carter, who we saw in What If, and that is very possible as well. I think a lot of people want to see Captain Carter, and if you look at that scene where they showed the council, you see some people, but they're like shaded out, right? You don't really see who they are. which I think they did that purposely for the trailer. I think when you go and watch the movie, you're gonna clearly see who they are. And I think Haley Atwell as Captain Carter will be part of that council. Maybe those will be some of the characters that they'll replace instead of Namor and Black Bolt. I'm very excited to see what they do with that. And but then again, I can see them bringing back the actor who played Black Bolt in that series, just because they can confirm, okay, that Inhumans show is actually part of the multiverse. It's not part of the MCU. So they can write that series out right away. And maybe redeem that character from that show somehow. Because the actor was good. So let's not diss the actor. The actor who played Black Bolt in that Inhuman series was good. It's just that show didn't have the best material that they were working with on a terrible budget. There's certain properties that should have certain budgets, and I think they should have went with the movie that they were originally planning instead of the show. But look, Professor Xavier is now confirmed. I think we can expect maybe a couple more X-Men popping up in this movie, as well as a lot of other Marvel characters from past Marvel films. The way I heard that this was being described is that it will be a love letter, just like how Spider-Man No Way Home was a love letter to the old Spider-Man movies. This is going to be a love letter to the old Marvel movies before the MCU was even a thing. So that might be a little big clue on some of the cat. You could go back and watch all those movies to try and decide who could get a cameo in this film. With that being said, look, I am super excited. I can't wait. Hopefully one more trailer will drop, because this movie only comes out in May. We're still in February. So hopefully April we'll maybe get another trailer that will give us a little bit more on who might be in this movie. We don't even have a sense on who the villain is going to be, unless it is the Dark Doctor Strange that we believe is from the What If series as well. It could turn out to just be another Doctor Strange from another universe, but hey, if you already have a dark one, why not use that guy? So with that being said, comment below, tell me your theories, guys. Are you excited even more now that Professor Xavier is kind of pretty much confirmed? When you hear Patrick Stewart's voice and you see the tip of his bald head, you know that they want us to know that. Even though they're not flat out confirming it, we pretty much know. And tell me, who do you want to see pop up in this movie? And do you know anything about the Illuminati from the comics? Let me know. I'm not talking about the real Illuminati. I'm talking about like the comic book, Marvel Comics Illuminati. Let me know. I might have to read some comics about them to get a better idea of who they are and what they can do. So I've heard quite a bit of videos explain them to me. So, but maybe I want to get more in depth by reading more about them myself. So with that being said, until next time, everybody, take care.